Yo, what is up guys, Yukeo here, and today we're going to go through all my settings. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you haven't watched my previous settings video, definitely make sure to check that one out. But this one is going to be the new updated version of it, because I have quite changed the settings around. So let's go through the first one. Let's put it on default. As you guys can see, those are my settings. Default would be this. So basically you just have cross-platform play off. Just because of previous experience, I don't like to play with console players because they have been quite toxic to me in the past. And yeah, camera settings. So if you have Backus mod, you can also just like instantly change camera settings, like here for example. I'm not sure how updated they are because mine are wrong. Those are my old settings. Transition speed is also wrong, I've never had on to, but it's just like an option. But let's leave it on default. As you guys can see, those are the default camera settings. So what I'm gonna do here is turn off camera shake, put the field of view on 110, distance 270, height 110, 0.40 stiffness, 1.70 swivel speed. This is important for keyboard players. Transition speed on 1.70 as well. Invert camera swivel, we can leave that on. Then the next part, controls. As you can see, all of those settings here are only affecting controller players. So control that's on. Controls how far your joystick must move from sensor to affect steering and air control. So if you're a controller player, you might want to change around those settings to your likings. Also here, a lot of people think that the steering sensitivity and aero sensitivity affect the keyboard, but it really doesn't. As you guys can see, it says controls joystick sensitivity when steering. That has nothing to do with keyboard. You don't have a joystick on keyboard. So the only settings that could affect would be mouse sensitivity and keyboard input acceleration time. I have both on default because especially this setting here, keyboard input acceleration time, all it does is basically delay your pressing. So you don't want to delay your movements because it just gives input lag, and you don't really want that. So let's go to the next part, controls. As you can see, I have arrow to right and left on my side buttons on my mouse. So on default it would be an E and Q, and instead I also have camera swivel up on C and camera swivel down on R, and camera swivel right on E and camera swivel left on Q. So very important if you want to look around on keyboard to bind all of those. And yeah, other than that, I think I only have like reset shot I changed around. And yeah, I think that should be it from the control settings. I can show you guys really quick in free play. So as you guys can see, let's see, the ball is here, and I can like check around with pressing Q and E really quick with the camera swivel, and also I can go down if I need to, and also up if I needed to. Yeah, those are the camera swivel buttons that you want to have binded to. Obviously everything is preference, so you guys can still change it around. And now arrow left and right, as you guys can see, I can use arrow left and right with my side buttons on my mouse. For a long time I've been using only shift, so the normal arrow, like here I'm using only shift for example, and it's totally fine. But if you want to up your level and like do some, like let's go for a breezy flick attempt here real quick. So with arrow left you can do something like this, basically this movement of this arrow left, which you can do with normal arrow. So you basically have to have it binded on something if you want to be able to do stuff like this. So definitely quite useful, pretty advanced, but I would recommend you guys to like practice this, as you know, you don't want to be behind in the future, right? Like maybe in 2 years people will only use arrow left and right. So definitely recommend trying to master that too. It's better to have stuff than not being able to do something, right? So that covers that. Now the next one is interface. So those are my current settings. You can just like instantly copy them if you want to. I'll go through them one more time, basically reset everything on default and then try to change it. So this would be the default. I have interface scale on like around this area. Let's leave it on 95 actually. Nameplate scale I have on 120 and nameplate mode on always visible. So this is important because sometimes you wouldn't be able to see the nameplate. So if you have it on always visible, it will always be visible. It's important to don't have it on 100% because the nameplate scale sometimes is quite small. I recommend it go around 120. That's how I have it. Maybe even higher if that doesn't affect you that much. Match notifications I have on time updates only, so that no other things are like affecting it that much. Connection quality indicators should be fine if you leave that on. I'm gonna put color by mode and force default team colors as well. Gonna leave that on. And I have ball cam indicator and ball arrow off, as it just is quite irritating for me personally. Next tab would be video settings. So you can instantly copy them if you want to. I'll go through it one more time by resetting everything to default. So this is how the default would look like. Alright. So as you guys can see, it changes a lot of stuff. So the first thing you want to do, if you're able to do it, if your PC can handle it, is go max FPS to 250. So that already makes a huge difference. Also, if you have more than 60 Hz monitor, it really makes the game look super smooth for yourself. So definitely recommend having a really high Hertz monitor, or like at least 144. And if you have the money and stuff like that, obviously go for the 240 Hz monitor. I myself have the 240 Hz monitor as well, and pretty sure almost every pro has it nowadays. Then as to the video settings, as you can see, like it seems quite blurry. It looks very good, to be honest, the quality, but it's just too much for me, in my opinion. So I personally have everything ticked off. So let's take everything off except transparent goalposts and see how it now looks. Already a huge difference, right? So I just like to have it like super clean and like not have that much stuff going on my screen, just so I can really focus on the gameplay itself. I personally have world detail on performance and particle details as well on performance. So now it looks completely different. Yeah, those are my preferences, because then you can like really focus on the gameplay rather than just like on looks, I guess. But yeah, it's just me. Like most pros have it on high performance, but some people also have it on, also have a lot of video settings on still. So you can definitely still make it without having this, but I recommend you to try it out at least, because it's more about the feeling rather than the looks, right? So prefer to have everything on performance. Audio quality, I just have everything down except the gameplay. I have it on 100%. I don't need anything from the crowd, voice, music, anything. So just have the gameplay sound. Now quick chat, the most important setting, cap. You wanna have a water save in the team chat so that you can flame the opponents without them knowing. And you also wanna have a nice one instead of nice shot. Reactions OMG is quite good. And no is good as well. Close one would yeah, everything fine honestly. The most important one is water save. For sure. For sure. Yeah, one more thing that I'll actually go through still is my car design. Some people ask me about my car colors and stuff like that, so let's go through that really quick. So I use Heatwave as a market decal the most. I have as the primer color this type of blue, so like a quite light blue that is still has a dark tone with it, and the second color I have on black, and in Team Orange I have a very yellowish, light, dark toned theme on the color, and the second color as well on black. So this is my car design right now. I've been using it for quite a while. Wheels I use black dicey wheels, and boost, alpha boost, and yeah. Goalie version I use black shadowed right now. Looks pretty clean in my opinion, so this is what I have. Just for guys who are curious as well, my titles here. So I have the RCS Season 4 Elite title, RCS Season 5 Contender, RCS Season 6 Elite, RCS Season 7 Contender, and RCS Season 8 Elite. So this first title I actually got by subbing, so I would never use that title. Because I didn't own it myself, but all of those titles are owned by myself. So basically I played in the RCS since Season 5 and I'm currently in the Season 8. So here I was actually one goal away from the RCS Season 8 Grand Finalist title. So quite unlucky to be honest, but yeah, we finished third in Season 8. So DreamHack Champion, so here I actually won a whole major, $100K LAN, so this title is actually pretty clean as well. DreamHack Champion, just the fact that it's yellow is the only thing that annoys me, because here having like a blue title is quite unique. ASM Monthly Leads from way back in the days. I also had the ASM Monthly Champion titles, but they got removed on my account. Yeah, and then some season Grand Champion titles. Yeah, so this covers my titles. I think that covers pretty much everything from the settings. If you guys have any more questions, you can let me know in the comment sections below. Don't forget to rate the video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, follow me on all my social media. I am live streaming quite often on Twitch. See you guys next time. Peace.